Groblersdal beats.
You know guy, yeah. You know guy, you know guy, yeah. Ooh guy, you know guy.
Yanilotshisa-ke sekuseni lapha sithatha ukuvuka ngithi silapho khona lapha kwadla ulale lapha eGroblersdal lapha sizobe sikhona sibona bonyana njenganamhlanje kukhambe kanjani lapha kune-march ye-racist case leya eyenzakala khona la eGroblersdal ngithi njengoba nibona kune-ACDP kunayo ni-ANC ngitsho nalo-ke ibandla le-EFF ngithi mlaleli wami ungachithi uhlale nethi khona lapho njengoba sabe sikuphakela zona nawe uzabe ubona abanyana i-march yanamhlanje izokhamba njani ngithi sobabuza imibuzo nga-one by one sifuna ukwazi bonyana bona bayibone njani indaba le and ukuze bakhethe ilanga lanamhlanje ukuthi bazongimatha khona lana bazizwe njani mina kuntozana kamkoneni ngithi asithinge khona sokuzobona abanyana bona bathini. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe and comment kuma-comment section ngithi ngiyo yona-ke i-Mobilization online radio station live podcast khona la eGroblersdal kodwa ulale ngithi asithinge khona uthomile kwisiphithi yagijinywa and kuyakhandwa and njengoba sesibona abanyana ungathi yena yedwa-ke umphathi wamaphoyisa-ke office enkulu-ke yena ubheke icele ngathi sekafikile but njenganje ngithi ngilandele abanyana sokubona ukuthi kwenzakalani le phambili but ungachithi uhlala nekhona lapha asikhambeni Kamva kwami-ke nguye yena-ke yedwa ubheke icele lapha sebamhlangabeza njengoba kuyamathiwa kubhizi siphithiphithi ngithi ningachithi nihlale nethi khona lapho balaleli bami ngithi kuzoba bhizi nami namhlanje ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi njengoba sekwenze kanje kuyokukhiphani kuyokukhombana ini mina nalana abantu bami Mobilization online radio station ngithi balandele nibabone abanyana zikhipha bomawati njengoba nibona emva kwami isiphithiphithi ma-ambulance kugcwele wabhubha la siyaguga sibiza i-forensic kuthi uthi high blood yakhuphuka ayingakwari emergency room ikhona khona la emva kwami but njenganje njengoba nibona kunamaphoyisa musukuyaba ngokuthi bazokubamba nawe uzokufana nekhuwele elingale lela ebalibambileko balifaka vele abantwana bomthetho but mina njenganje umntazana kamkoneni ngithi ngikhamba nayo iinqhama zonke ezikhona wena ANC wena EFF wena ACDP ngithi zonke ezikhona but njenganje asikhambeni sokuzwa ngale ngaphakathi ukuthi bayiphethe kanjani isiphetho sabo yini ngeke sikhambe singakantsheli ukuthi bagcine baphethe ngani bagcine bazwane ngani ukuthi bail approved bail denied asizwe wena mlaleli ukuthi wena uthini ungakhohlwa ukusitshela khona lapha kuma-comment section ngithi 0677629631 Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram and ngitsho nayo i-TikTok konje ngithi Mobilization online radio station ithi nqa
DJ, please. Ho! Ho! Ho!
Itomele futhi ziyabuya ke sokona uthi njengoba itomela iyogcina phi ke imatch layo mhlawumbe ujikela lapha kamahastrata ecourt mara ke sizobona ukuthi bona bathini lotshani njani
robona le kae
sikhona go pela le botjang bathele jore papa ke mangwa ga mang ebile no le busy ka eng ka morago
papa ke le bra mosetla makubuta maga hot 9 ga rata ba ka se makwasi le mo Groblersdal o tla ise mongwe wa batho ba se ba borena yualo re se se lo gona o yualo Groblersdal nya go tla ie mi shari tsebo batho ba ba hlomphiwa o twa ka nako e ba batho ba ba re tla ise ke enough
anane e re go botšiše o tshwanelwa na o le mo phela gona mo gae mo Limpopo ba mo fa baby lena le le setšhaba le ka dira
ka bere tsore mmuso wa borena wa re tla ise pele ga re dumele because o ra re ba bangwe ba le go dipolaseng ba sa tla isiwa gape ga se dumele go magwa pele ba tla ise batho ba ba se mo ga borena
hayi ilisizweleke asikhambe nayo sizona ukuthi abanye nabo bazizwa njani ingento yanamhlanje mlandela cameraman wami uyavilapha bafethu uyavilapha ushiwa nayo ariya cameraman kitimbo Xaga liholo live
Buru Marret ama khubi
Ramaburu nyana sanjura tanyela batonya mtoto le buru epini
Dumerang Arim
Good morning everyone. Good morning, Dumelang. Semore Abusheni. Firstly, we want to affirm the rights of everyone to protest in any court in the Republic of South Africa, but any protest must be done peacefully. It must be done in line with the laws of the Republic. I believe our volume battery news kwa tracking. I can operating volume battery news by operator. Firstly, we want to affirm the right of everyone to protest, to express whatever opinion they may want to express in the courts, but such protests must be done peacefully. They must be done in line with the laws of the Republic. We condemn any form of violence, of blockage, of any forceful entry in our courts. We also condemn any display of apartheid flags that invoke emotions in our country, that reminds us of the apartheid past by any grouping. All of us belong to one democratic South Africa, and we must abide by its constitution. We want to thank all the members of the South African police, the community here, who restored order when there was such kind of behavior. We will want the Human Rights Commission to look into this kind of behavior that evoke the emotions of the past. This country belongs to all of us. Any inflammatory racist behavior and statement can never be tolerated, particularly 30 years in our democracy. At this stage, the court is ongoing, and we want to afford it its opportunity for a life of its own and not interfere with the processes. I will now allow the Minister of Police to say some few words.
Thank you very much, Minister. Nothing much to say after we have spoken. We believe that we just need to respect laws and allow the courts to go on with processes until they reach the end. But I want to take a note that such things in this town seems to be things that are usually happening. This is not for the first time that such a case is taking place here. We had another one which is called the KFC kind of case. The other one, another one where a person who was fishing was murdered. So we must be watching this city very closely, and they say South Africa is one and people must behave as such. But all after this, the law must take its course and the law must be respected. And you know that as a Minister of Police, we have things that we're supposed to follow, especially when it comes to Constitution, that we must protect, combat crime, investigate, uphold the law. But if people don't respect the law, we must enforce the law. So I expect the members of the South African police here, police service, to enforce the law. Nobody must get out of the law. Nobody must take the law in his hand. Nobody must disrespect the rest of other citizens of South Africa. So Mapoisa, you remain under instruction, be tough and make sure that the law is enforced at all times. We're here to support you. Don't dare not to enforce the law when it's supposed to be enforced. That is your constitutional obligation. Thank you very much.
We want to see peace and order being maintained everywhere in this province, including Groblersdal. Groblersdal can never be made in favor of any other thing. All reactionary tendencies must be condemned, and this court shall be allowed to proceed without being tampered with. And we expect justice to be done. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. Let's just take 5 questions, please, before we go back into court. Go
to live. They must live and be able to coexist as South Africans in line with the constitution. So we are here to send that message.
Well, last time when this court was in session, there's chaos here. And this town has a little bit of a history of such cases of racial tensions and so on. We just wanted to be here to give the support to the all law enforcement and make sure that things are quiet, things peaceful, and everybody has his space. That's why we're here, nothing more, nothing less. Just things should be done and done accordingly.
What if government plans to ensure that this doesn't happen again, especially here in Groblersdal?
To be clear, what's this? What's this that's continuing?
The racial attacks, specifically black and white attacks in this town specifically.
Well, the police are ready for whatever eventuality. That's why they're here today. They're behaving that, and they know their duty. That's why I reminded them that theirs is to uphold the law. But if other people refuse to uphold the law, is to enforce the law. Ours is to defend and make sure that the law takes place. Is exactly what we're going to do. Starting from now, we're ready to handle the situation.
No, I think what needs to be put straight is that the law must be maintained, law and order must be maintained and enforced. And as the minister is promising us here, that nothing is going to be left to chance. He is going to make sure that the law and order is maintained, even here in Groblersdal. Groblersdal can never be made to be an enclave of any other.
Right, every case, and I think that is also part of maybe the frustration that we see erupting here today. Tell us what has been done for rural areas, especially to help their stations and staff them that they can be more crime prevention and help them.
Well, police have different units, and police at the station, they are deployed there according to the weight of the crime. But if there is an extra activity, special units like your public order policing, as you can see today, that there is an extra public order policing, and the other technical response teams that are here, there will be also those kind of special units are not all over all the time. But if there is a need, they will be moved. As you can see that there is much extra resources than usual this year. So it cannot be a criticism, because you can't be sending public order policing where there is no public disorder in the particular day. If there is, and when there is public disorder, then they will come. So those that they don't understand the structure of policing, that there is normal policing, there is an extra policing for special events, as it is today.
Uminister yena walapha emaphoyiseni bekachazela abantu ukuthi namhlanje kuzokwenzakalani, bazokuthatha ziphi igadango ukuthi icala la namhlanje la ngomsolwa nalokhu kodwa umsolwa asolelwa ngakho lizoqhubeka kanjani. But njengoba uminister atshilo ukuthi akusana muntu osazokukhathunyezwa ngokuthi batho yena ukhala lakhe injani, umbala wakhe unjani, or wena umhlobo bani, or ukhuluma liphi ilimi. But njengoba namhlanje sisalindele ukuzwa, njengoba besayile sathathe ikhefu, sisazokubuyela ngaphakathi. Uminister usabe ayidrasa kodwa ukuthi okuqhubeka kanjani, kuyokhamba njani. Mara konje ngithi ahlaleni khona lapho umlaleli ungachithi mina kumntazana komkoneni ngithi ungayindawo ngithi share, like, subscribe, and ungakhohlwa ukuchama comment yenu lapha kuma comment section. Asizwe lapha bonyana bona basiphatheleni njengoba kuvuma size abalandeli bala ekhaya ukuthi bona khona la kadalali bona bathi
le regional leadership. So rena re le ntsi ona yo le berega maya le fisha re tlo tšea marapa re afe African National Congress ba ona.
Amandla! Amandla! Viva ANC, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Viva Sanko, viva! Viva SACP, viva! Viva Kosatu, viva! Roar, Young Lions, roar! ANC Women's League, viva! Amandla! Away, two! Ramarata, Mayanaba Hula Ramarata! Ramarata, Talamatuka Ramarata! Ramarata Chukumatawata Ramarata Ramarata Sil Ramaphosa Ramarata Amandla Away two comrades salute oblela go tla fro revoleta ba tšentši yale
Saka sebaka o ne le na ba gore ke tle ke fa ba etapele ba re address and untle go siana go la Moroma go tia boletše re acknowledge all the structures that are here. Sanko leadership, Kwasatu leadership at the provincial level, Sanko at the provincial level, ASU Youth League at the provincial level led by Nkonyana, Women's League at the provincial level, and all the other MDM structures, comrades. And in as well, the volunteers of the AEC that managed to come here. Who are not this visible as the ANC in this town, in this racist town of Groblersdal. Mara are working on it, comrade. This town, like I said last week, the landscape of this town must change and must change forever. After the 8th next week, comrade Nkonyan, the landscape of this town must change and change forever. The presence of the Youth League March next week will send a strong signal, for this town does not belong to the racist whites, boers that are here. It belongs to all of us. Comrades, it's not me to address today. I'll hand it over to them to go for mayor or local, then from there, then what I have already had for Gramo.
Manda, away too. Viva MC, viva. Viva. Viva Sanko, viva. Viva. Viva Women's League, viva. Viva. Manda. Echokocha MC, Echokocha. Echokocha MC, Echokocha. Yeah, comrade, Agite Svakase, Kelebore, Svakase is Filio, Numeriche, by Tapelka Mugawana, Baba Wanafa, by the branch. By the Pelvadi separate in about Omogan Yakushara, as Elias Mutuali in no Shifa. When the Peluma Kuritama separate, when the Pelua Feta Homo, when the Pelua Ibrahim, when the Pelua Elias Mutuali, our leagues, Gabonabo Comrade Cavelo, the chairperson, Amor Ramako, the Gabon Wanafa, to make sure that the Women's League comrades at the level of the region, the sub-regions, Lili Prenchika Mugajo, and the Pelua Sango. At the level of the province, and then get all protocol observed. By the Pelva regional and Shiba one among us, Babalaka 101, who comrade Judo Machipa, who comrade gets about Wanafa. And then a simple Maur and a Maur Noah, Primelagana, all others, Alfita Majega Makajon. Mara, on behalf of the municipality of Elias Mutuale, comrades Kanata or Lemoa, Kelohono Tafa, Litorella Mavakalena in the respective sub-regions, Letamo comrades. And the Rato 2 ministers or just one Tamo, but touch the base of one comrades. Rata Valeva and Grumela or Matamu, this tendency racist in Groblersdal. Matamu Mavurata, they will lower their gear by Chef Asinan. So Rata Valeva, Tapilova, Telefa, Lelenaka Makanava Lofa, to go from Mount Noah again at our address. Ibile to vocha or Kawara Koto, recipient Yuang, and Ibile or Otoafa, where Pellerino Bereka Yuang, and the Grumela or Maronoa, the Nalueta Pelua Youth League. Comrade no Pala last week by File a task, and the Grumela, Comrade Chairperson, Comrade Cabello is here, and then Comrade Murama Godi, and then over File a task, Kari 80, we must mobilize the whole school, and then the Grumela or Elfejo address Maureen. Passantor Batavar or Babia Young for next week. Kadi 8 again. Kadi 8 Tenegamogalo, or no Pala, Urile Tropeto Toile. Legal or never come Maramuku Gobagala, Retrope Toile. Economy of a second. So can make a Volela Guamara Gomola Lumilo, and a little trop. Economy of us and economy of us. Then I come to Mobile Matatanya. Marawone Sergana City Ragabagala, it was a mandate from Pakanumretzel house, of which no palo available or Gadi 80 Tropoto Tolle. Kenale, Comrade Deputy Chair, Comrade Mina, Moarena,
comrade Tabela ke di 7 a se di
ya ke hotsa molaetsa mo ka baka la gore na re a bushega baetapele ba di-separagene ba boletse ba kwane comrade chair to say ba re fe ba semphato sa rena pele then ke mo ka etere ge lena le tlo tsena then ke mo ka ebele e tswalela ke ka mokgo ba ntshebetse go ka gone bjale ka baka la gore re a bushega re no ra re comrades re a buša re macomrade a lapile ba swere ke tlala ba bangwe ba ne le mabaka mantši re no gopela gore at least 2 minutes le no dumediša baetapele ba ba le go fa and then ke mo ka re tle re kgone go fa the leadership a kgone gore addressa then ebile ba tswalele meeting ke nagana gore re tla thoma ka ba kgosato United le rena re bereka le yona ka moka bawe e bego e ba le divisions ba kopane le rena re kopane re bereka gabotse le re kwešiše re bereka le the sitting leadership under comrade Maena le comrade Tala monoskukulu mongwe le mongwe e le ro nyaka o support-a ba mo support-ang a ka mo support-a mara rena re support-a ba rena re o na le motho wa togo tše pedi ba re ke butternut o nyaka o iša mokgatlo wa rena a o fokotše dinomoro ke chairperson ya rena ya KwaZulu Natal re busy ka taba e re menekana le yona gomme re tlo mo šupetša tsela re lemogile gore ke kgale le tlile di-comrades le lapile be re nyaka jole fa message wo lena youth league re kgethile convener ya youth desk ka mo Sanko gobane re nyaka gore di-fertilizer Sanko ka baswa le tlo le nyaka ka bontšhi le tlo le joine Sanko ka bontšhi gobane youth ke yona future Amanda awethu ya ke sebaka sa youth league comrade Kabelo roar young lions roar
Amandla
awethu
Amandla
awethu
down with racism down with the white man in Groblersdal down futsek mlungu futsek mlungu futsek Amandla thanks very much program of the session re just ba ka se re le ANC youth league go bona ba support ye le tswelang pele go ifa ANC le the victims we are saying unity ke matla ka unity re ka gona tse dintsi you would remember gore se mathomo re tla mo 2016 go bile le issue ya JQ brothers le one black fan re bile gona mo court ra isha memorandum till today ba sa tenagana ka di 16 December last year go bile le issue ya di chips re tlile mo le hona ga dira selo ebile mthakolo le go ba mretsi ba mo file today we are also here re ka se dire selo as young people re tlo phela re tla re tlo go bakana ka mfasa mehla ra Groblersdal go sa dire selo so we are saying ka di 8 all young people across the region and those that are from many other regions by longer they are of interest they must come gather kwa fire station re tle re bontshe a black man gore we are also able because we can't be abused by tenants in our own house. Yes. So we are going to tell a tenant that if they are tired, they must leave. Re ka strive go ba fereletsa to the nearest border mo gona le nno ka gona ba tsena le botšana fan Rebecca ba ya gae. Groblersdal will always be our home and we can't share it with those who don't want to be accommodated. Yes. We have accommodated them. They must not behave like landlords. We are landlords here. Yes. So ka di 8 re na le match ro kopana kwa fire station ka 7. But match wa gona gona le an element of sabotage e tswa ka kwa ga masipala mera comrade Tlash. There's one MM who's saying they are not going to approve the match for as long as the regional chairperson of the ANC Youth League is convener at that match. They are crying a conflict of interest. I am one person who has an understanding I cannot apply to match for Elias Mtwaledi, employer Elias Mtwaledi. We are not matching to Elias Mtwaledi. Elias Mtwaledi must convene all sectors. But if you come on, Rekwana or Robert Kajwanga 8. Aramacheche Elias Mtwaledi is innocent. Until Renagana or Ronalamun Mungambarke Colin Gautier,
either ba Misha Senegal or ba Munchakamara institution because he is counter-revolutionary. So we can't tolerate Makwamo Groblersdal, rather tolerate or abuse even at our workplace. We should declare 2024 an hour of Africans and those who want to live with us. If they must leave. And we also take this opportunity to appreciate your forever presence.
Viva Lena, viva! Viva Sanko, viva! Viva Sanko, viva! No, thank you very much, Comrade Program Director of the session. For us, it's just to greet you, comrades. There are people right now who are court. Brief or I can see the patient telling what is the emphasis? Keep on supporting the organization. One other thing, comrade, the committee, name changing in Esmozoledi must be active. As long as the gas change my call liar, we must make sure we change all the names so that Mushwarena Realid Amanda.
Amanda, away two. Amanda, away two. Yeah, comrade, comrade deputy chair of the region, comrade Maena, who's also the executive mayor of Skukune district municipality. Utore Magalufu, comrade Refejamo, my comrade Ganana or Balbadi sub-region, Balba organizer, Uja. Then the Mugabo the one announcement that the Joe as the Joe but the Gatel and then President Ramaphosa, viva! Viva President Ramaphosa, viva! Pata President Ramaphosa, pata! Program director, comrade Ladi, acknowledge leadership along or Onamo, Yitomeka Bakosa through SSCP, comrades Puru Sanko, PC leadership, comrade Bella and comrade Mabongi, the deputy chairperson of the ANC Youth Link, the REC collective, Kamgai Longona, Mayor Ilas Mutwale, local municipality, community way! Community way! It just like I say, it just or valley laboring. Since Shalao Ginagauri proposal, the Gasele level about 10. Comrade Gavel, the chairperson ANC Youth League Moretini. It's wrong, comrades, or record the announcement or match out approve you a molo. Comrade Bongat, the police municipality clear or official Maspalagas Honora initiate them on. This clear. I require if Comrade Gabelo employee municipality, deputy chairperson, secretary, deputy secretary will apply them macho. So I guess macho. Number 2, the deployed cadres of the movement. You will never roll a molly comrades, proposal ANC Youth League. There are macho gari A. Kakwa recipe Rabuzi, Monola Masa Maile, or Boagadi 7. La Divona the Daitians or Adihone. So, Renalisa just an hour or Nobel ANC Youth League Babalona, Pela office chair, or Roma Cotiva for your application. Yamachi or Ubegadi 7. Because the Gasa photo would transport, I got 7, Reverend transport, I got 8. Yes, meaning or Gadi 7. So, comrades, Regasa Forte, Monagina, Morena, Yaskukune, re tla isheka batho ba ile gore ba tseba gore ka 1994 ba di viva Pete Mathebe town viva
wena boma EFF wena boma ACDP ngithi zonke eziningi but asazi ke ngokuthi bathi ke nge7 zona zenyanga le eyokuthoma kusasa yaka February bayabuya ke kodwa yila bazokunikezela khona ngokweqiniso ukuthi bamgweba kanjani umsolwa iqala lakhe lipi reject bail or approve bail or uyagwetshwa asazi ukugweba ilive or ini or yoba idilika jele kwazike bona mina nawe sizokulinda abanyana basiphakele zona kodwa ngen7 but konje ngithi sala kuhle and then ungakhohlwa ke uchiya lapha ama comment wakho kuma comment section ku 0677629631 ngithi yona i-Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram ngithi nayo ke i-TikTok mina kumntazana kamkoneni ngithi sangiphuma njalo ngithi ayihlangane elanga elizako